hope that drone was wearing its water wings. Welcome to the first episode of the Surf Report, presented by the Surf Channel. I'll be your sensei as we contemplate the latest and greatest waves, wipeouts, and industry news to help put your mind at ease. This show will be available on YouTube at the beginning of each month, so let's have no fear and drop into our first wave on the lineup. The surfing world will have their eyes on Mick Fanning as he retires from the tour to build a driftwood teepee permanently in Bells Beach. The Rip Curl Pro Bells Beach will be his last CT event of the year. But as Kelly Slater put it would be great if they actually gave him the wild card to participate next season. Caroline Marks out of Melbourne Beach, Florida is the youngest ever competitor in a championship tour. She started her 2018 season at the Roxy Pro, but she only placed 5th.
Shut up.
Oh, okay, I apologize. You're 16 and you're shredding the professional tour. When I was 16, I was killing it in high school.
Shut up.
Okay. Dropping into the next wave of the lineup, the WSL announced that the Founders Cup of Surf will be hosted at the Surf Ranch the weekend of May 5th and 6th. The 2-day competition marks the first publicly held event at the Surf Ranch. This is important, people. Tickets are $120 for a 1-day general admission, and only a cool 8 G's to get in the water. The teams will be made up of 3 men and 2 women from each region, and they will compete against one another throughout the course of the 2-day event. Hey WSL, if you're watching this episode of the Surf Report, please get back to us because we're waiting on those media passes. Thank you. Diving back into the lineup, paving the way for equality, Michael February is the first Black African competitor in the WSL. He is nicknamed the Kameji Kid, and the young South African surfer has put himself on the map for his abilities and style. He placed 13th in the Quicksilver Pro Gold Coast, and we're waiting on the results of the Bells Beach tournament, but we're going to be looking forward to his CT events no matter what. On another serious note, Blaine Sumo Sato died on March 12th after a battle with colon cancer. Sumo battled drug addiction in his hometown of Hawaii and restarted his life here in Southern California. The Huntington Beach community knows him as the humble youth pastor who was a role model for all. Sumo Sato was inducted into the Surfing Hall of Fame during the 2016 US Open of Surfing, and his legacy lives on. Hawaii News Now reports a stand-up paddleboarder is in the hospital after being bitten by a 12-foot tiger shark Saturday morning in Kona waters. The Big Island surfer is a 25-year-old man and is no longer in critical condition, but he has lost a leg. The incident happened around 9:30 a.m. where he was stand-up paddleboarding around 100 to 150 yards off Kyoko Beach near the Four Seasons Hotel. When people go hard, we take notice. Their stunts have crowded your DMs and flooded your feeds. Our next segment highlights those who go all out for better or for worse. Tag a friend because it's Sender Special. So King Kuka and his Kuka Troopas built a floating trash can that read letstalktrash.org. It's a good cause, I recommend everyone to go visit it, but Jordy Smith is winning the title for our Sender Special this month as he got towed in by a jet ski to jump into the trash can. Well, when they built the trash can out of PVC pipe and everything, it got knocked over by a shore break. Oh, no. Hopefully they were able to pick up all those little pieces of PVC pipe that may or may not have sank to the bottom of the ocean. Thank you very much to Jordy Smith and Dan Mace for putting this together, volunteering your efforts in letstalktrash.org, and raising awareness for ocean conservancy. Now let's jump into some news from the Championship Tour. The Championship Tour started last month with the Quicksilver Pro Gold Coast. Defending champion Owen Wright made it to the quarterfinals where he was eliminated by Adrian Buchan. Buchan went on to the finals, but Julian Wilson for the win with a busted shoulder scored a 9.93 barrel in the final heat to take home the big check. The second CT event at Bells Beach is currently underway after a slow start to the swell. Jordy Smith was the defending champion at the Rip Curl Pro Bells Beach last year, but he was eliminated this week. So sorry.
Mick Fanning was so close to winning the last heat, but the explosive Italo Ferreira from Brazil fought hard in the closing minutes to take the win and ring the bell for the first time in his career. Cheers to Mick Fanning and the Australian surf community. he will always be their champion.
The women's tour kicked off at the Roxy Pro Gold Coast with most of the top surfers knocked out of the event early on. Defending champion Stephanie Gilmore lost in the quarterfinals against Keely Andrew, who then went on to lose in the finals. Lakey Peterson was the winner of the event. Congratulations to her. CT2 for the women's is currently underway in Bells Beach with Courtney Conlogue as the defending champion. We'll get the results to you as soon as we can, as soon as the closing bell rings.
6-time world champion Stephanie Gilmore wins it at Bells Beach and jumps to the top of the leaderboard after a tight victory over Tatiana Weston Webb. Checking in with our rising star, Caroline Marks places 3rd and is marching on to a stellar season. The 2018 Rip Curl Pro Bells Beach was an exciting event for both surfers and spectators. Back to me in the studio.
Last month, Billy Kemper and Paige Alms officially earned the World Surf League Big Wave Tour titles for the 2017 and 2018 season, winning it big for the Aloha State. Moving away from CT News, let's focus on our top headline. Welcome to Shredline News. The International Olympic Committee has released their qualification system for surfing in the 2020 Tokyo Olympics after an historic agreement between the WSL and the ISA. In principle, the agreement will seat 18 of the 40 positions to WSL Championship Tour surfers, 10 men and 8 women, with the remaining 22 places determined after the results of the 2019 and 2020 ISA World Surfing Games, the 2019 Pan American Games in Lima, and a single slot reserved for 1 man and 1 woman from the host nation of Japan. And let me be clear, surfing in the 2020 Olympics will take place in the ocean and not in a wave pool. All natural. And that concludes our Shredline News. Now, let's take a look at the forecast for the month of April. April 22nd is Earth Day, and the Surfrider Foundation is hosting a cleanup day at Topanga State Beach between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. Let's make every day Earth Day and bring our sustainability conscious into the lives of the millennials, which is me, and you, and us. Let's work together to build a sustainable future. Also on our Surf Channel Doppler radar is the Margaret River Pro CT event starting April 11th. As the professional surfers wrap up the pro at Bells Beach, we're going to be moving to West Oz to participate in our next CT3 event. I'm very stoked to be recording this first episode for you here at the YouTube Creator Studio in Playa Vista, California. My name is Morgan Spadone, the local, and you can follow me at Surf with Spadone to see more of what I do. Thank you very much for watching us here at the Surf Channel. Be sure to like that button right now if you enjoyed this episode. Subscribe to our Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube channels for more of what we do. Thank you for watching the Surf Report. And before we go, we'd like to leave you with the Kook of the Month.
Go Hans!